Hello everybody and welcome to Notorious Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm Notorious Cly and this is the cheat code for any festival that Master Duel ever runs. You're probably looking at this list right now and going, is this XYZ legal? Yes it is. You get to play full power scrap dinos minus scrap wyvern for free, completely legal in the XYZ event. Once again everybody, this is my cheat code. For every festival that Master Duel throws, just play dinos. For some reason, they always leave UCT and MISC legal, and those two cards alone will win you games. And then on top of those two cards, you also get to play the full Dino engine and toolbox your extra deck to fit whatever the theme of the festival is. This time it's XEs. So let's do a quick card by card. I'm sure we can skip over an introduction on what Dinos does. This is just full power Dinos minus scrap wyvern, and that changes what you do just the tiniest bit. So, Duinamodorn Darkosaur. Easy. Pop a baby, preferably, or any other dinosaur to search double evolution pill, and then double evolution pill to get you ultimate conductor Tyranno. 3 baby Ceratosaurus, you want to see this opening hand so you can pop it with the Animadorn off of the Misk, banished from graveyard. Max C, because Max C is legal in this event, so I guess we gotta play Max C again, and then play the Max Tax, which is 3 Ash Blossom and 2 Called by the Grave. I could technically be playing the 1 Crossout Designator, but I'm a little tight on deck space already. You can see I'm at 42 cards, so I didn't really want to blow it up anymore. With the 1 Petite Pteranodon, this is just here as an emergency baby or backup baby. It's not the worst thing to have in the entire world because it can get you into Banker Tops or any one of your level 4 dinos, but you still prefer to pop Baby Ceratosaurus. That's the combo piece you want to see. 3 Ash Blossom Joy Spring, we cover this. Gotta play it because of Maxi, and it's just generally a good card. Giant Rex, the extender that you get to use, dump, recycle with double evolution pill. Scrap Chimera to go with our scrap package, which is 2 Scrap Raptor. Scrap Raptor is exceptional in this event, specifically because it's a 1 card rank 4. New normal Scrap Raptor effect, pop itself, Scrap Raptor effect in graveyard, search a Scrap Chimera, extra normal via the Scrap Raptor effect. Chimera gets to be normal summoned, use its effect to bring back Scrap Raptor, and then you get to make a rank 4. In our extra deck, we have a bunch of good generic rank 4 targets, so Scrap Raptor is awesome. In addition to that, Scrap Raptor is also an out to Flying C. Your opponent gives you Flying C, you use Scrap Raptor to pop the Flying C. Scrap Raptor can pop any 1 monster on your field. It doesn't have to be a dinosaur or a scrap monster. You just won't get any of the fancy effects if it doesn't pop itself because it's not being destroyed by the effect of a scrap monster. Once again, this is an out to Flying C. If you're hating Flying C being legal in this event because Master Duel has no idea how to structure their event ban lists, play Dinos. There's your cheat code. You have an out to Flying C, and it's searchable by Oviraptor or Fossil Dig. Pretty cool. Next up is Miscellaneousaurus. Good enough to win games on your own. Shuts your opponent down from interacting with you during your main phase, which means you can just get all the pieces you need on board with your dinos. They're protected by Misk, and then you can start turning those dinos into pieces that counter whatever your opponent has on board. Or if you're going first, you just get to set up for free and do whatever your heart desires. 2 Oviraptor, because we're only allowed to play 2, searches any of the dinosaurs. In addition to that, it's the key piece of the engine because it gets to pop the babies, recycle the babies, and get everything moving. 2 Scrap Raptor, we covered this dude already. Incredible for this event because it's an innate out to Flying C. In addition to that, it's a 1 card rank 4. Banker Tops because it's good going second, and it's also summonable off of Petite Pteranodon or Double Evolution Pill. Where is it? Double Evolution Pill. There it is. 2 Ultimate Conductor Tyranno because it's the best main deck boss monster in the game, and somehow it's legal in the XYZ event. Ultimate Conductor Tyranno is better and more accessible than like 95% of the extra deck boss monsters available in this event. So just play Dinos, it's your cheat code, and your boss monster doesn't get shut down by Flying C. 1 Nib, just because I wanted to give my Max C some teeth. If I'm maxing my opponent, they want to take the challenge, I at least need to have something in my deck that's going to stop them cold. Speaking of something that could stop them cold, it wouldn't do it during their turn, but after the fact, Dark Hole. Dark Hole is great in this event because it's an out to Flying C. They give you Flying C, you can always Dark Hole it away if you need to. Or in an emergency, you can use it to pop 1 of your babies to get them floating and start your engine. In addition to that, it's just a great going second card. It's basically Regeki if you don't commit anything to the board when you're going second. Harpy's Feather Duster because I hate losing the back row. Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial is really important in this event particularly because the normal way you put non-dinos in the graveyard with full power dinos is to link off one of your dinos into a non-dino and then link off that non-dino link monster. Foolish Burial just lets us send a non-dino from deck to graveyard so we can turn on double evolution pill whenever we want. I think it's worth mentioning at this time too that I really wanted to play more hand traps with this list just to be able to put more non-dinos in the graveyard easy, but I couldn't really find the room for it. I suppose I could probably make imperms, veilers, and that would probably up my non-dino count enough to where I would feel super comfortable and I wouldn't really have to work that hard to get non-dinos in the graveyard. But I like imperm because it doesn't play into a whole bunch of stuff, and it's good going first because you can always set it and then it's an interaction on your opponent's turn. Double evolution pill gets you Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, or it gets you Pankratops if you need it. Crazy card, searched by Animadorn Archosaur. Search it throughout your combo. Fossil Dig, great card, searches any dino, level 6 or lower. Lost World is fantastic because it's another piece of a 2-card combo. You don't get the Scrap Raptor plus Lost World equals full combo in this event because you don't have Scrap Wyvern to attempt to pop the token. But it's still great with Oviraptor because Oviraptor just needs to pop any one dino on the field. You can attempt to pop the token. So Ovi plus Lost World is still full combo. In addition to that, when you give your opponent a token, they can't target any monsters you control with card effects. In fact, they can't target any monsters on the field with card effects except for tokens. So it's another layer of protection if you don't have a way to misc, or if your way to misc gets interrupted. There's also a debuff for attack, which may come up when you're swinging into everything with Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. 2 Called By because it's a max axe and it helps protect us against hand traps. 3 Imperm because it's Imperm. Like I said, probably should have been Veiler here just to up my non-dino count so it'd be easier to put stuff in graveyard for a double evolution pill, but hasn't come up yet, so no worries there. And away we go to the extra deck. It's all rank 4 XYZ monsters. The end. Just kidding, we'll go over them a little bit more in depth than that. My Royal Rare, Evolvizar Logia. Be jealous. This is one of the reasons why I enjoy playing this list so much, is I got the Royal Rare Logia. It's a nice flex. In addition to being a nice flex, Logia is also an amazing card in regular Master Duel. It's even better in the XYZ event when interactions are a little more limited. This is great for going against back row decks, and it can also negate an opponent's summon. Incredible card. I'm really happy this is a Royal Rare. I actually like Logia more than Dolka. That's my hot take, is Logia is 100% better than Dolka. A lot of people will argue with me about that, but in regular dinos, I'm a Logia stan. Speaking of Dolka, here it is. Great card, crazy card in the event, monster negate, not once per turn. Pretty cool. Number 91, Thunderspark. This was just here in case I needed a board wipe and 3 dinos. You can pretty easily get 3 dinos on board, 3 level 4 dinos on board, without exposing yourself to any of your opponent's interaction if you use misc. So if there's ever anything you don't think you can tackle with your engine, or you think your opponent's going to be able to use something in the battle phase to stop you from clearing their board, you can make Thunderspark, clear the board, and you'll be fine. Abyss Dweller because it's just one of the greatest generic rank 4 XYZs ever made. Giant Hand because it's an accessible monster negation that doesn't require specific dinosaur materials. Dolka requires 2 dinosaurs. Giant Hand doesn't, so if somehow we were to end up with Scrap Chimera and Scrap Raptor on the board, we could make Giant Hand if that's what we needed to. Evo Swarm, Exit that night. Board Wipe, this is Diet Zeus, Baby Zeus. It could come up. Board Wipes are always good. Crooked Cook, because this is a fantastic 1-card rank 4 XYZ. If you've got nothing in your hand, or you have to use all of your resources in hand to play through some of your opponent's interaction, and then you need something to wall up for a turn, you can make Crooked Cook with Scrap Raptor. Next up is Malevolent Sin, just a good generic rank 4, get stuff off the board, help punch for damage. Tornado Dragon, because I hate losing the back row. It's also nice that you can use Tornado Dragon as kind of a generic accessible way to put non-dinos in the graveyard if you don't have any hand traps. You can use Scrap Raptor to use Chimera, and then use Tornado Dragon to target your own Lost World if you need to, just to get a non-dino in graveyard. It's not the greatest, but at least it's a way you can get there. Next up is Baguska, another great 1-card rank 4 XYZs if you need to stall out and wear through some of your opponent's interaction before you make a push. Starliege Photon Blast Dragon, you saw this one in the last event deck profile. I figured I'd toss it in here just to see how it does. It could be cool to make if you think you can only get 1 rank 4 XYZ and Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, but you know the rank 4 you're going to make isn't going to win you the game, but Ultimate Conductor Tyranno will. At least Photon Blast Dragon will help protect Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. I think I forgot to mention this in the last video, but Photon Blast Dragon protects your monsters with 2000 or more attack from being destroyed or targeted with card effects. That's really great for making sure UCT gets to stick on board and cause problems for your opponent. Dagara is just because it's one of the best and most versatile generic rank 4s out there. Can draw you extra cards if you need it. It can special something back from graveyard. It can also double one of your monster's attack if you need to push for lethal. It's a great card. Light Dragon Agnister, just a generic rank 4 that pops card, face up monster your opponent controls. Vespanado, just to rank up from one of the rank 4s if I need to make a fat Zeus over the couple of turns. It's worth mentioning that Vespanado cannot be used as an Xyz summon material the turn it is summoned, so you can't make rank 4 Vespanado then Zeus like you would with like Downerd or a Guide Charger. But if Vespanado can stick around for a little bit, you can always make that fat Zeus. You just gotta find a way to stall for time. And then we have Zeus, probably the best generic Xyz boss monster ever printed. Have to play it in the Xyz event. That's the deck profile, everybody. I'm going to show you a replay, show you what the deck can do, and then I'm going to get you out of here. So let's go ahead and watch a replay. And away we go. Replay number 1. I think this was one of the first duels I had in the Xyz event. And my opponent gets to go first. And this hand looks incredible for going second. And they're playing Exo Sister. So they're going to do Exo Sister stuff. I don't really think we'll have to worry about anything because we have Pankratops plus Fossil Dig. Fossil Dig can search Misk, which can really help us flex the Pankratops in the main phase. And then Lost World. Set 3 back row is kind of worrisome. And Ash Blossom off the top is kind of nice. That's a good non-dino to put in the graveyard. So we're going to do Lost World. Special Pank. Lost World's going to give them a token. They're going to go ahead and Flying C right here. And they're going to go ahead and act Vadis. We have the Ash for Vadis, so that's nice. Ash is going to go ahead and negate Vadis. Vadis resolves without effect because it's negated. Retaliate. I'm sorry, Flying C is going to special summon itself, and I'm going to special summon a token. So at this point in time, I'm really not worried because I have the Scrap Raptor I can normal summon to pop the Flying C if I need to. I really won't be able to do anything after that, but it's always nice to be able to just clear the Flying C and have the peace of mind that I can Xyz summon if I need to. We're going to go to battle phase here, and we're going to threaten the Michaelis. Sorry, Exo Sister players. I don't know how to pronounce any of these names. We're going to threaten their Exo Sister monster with Pank, see if we can force out any interaction, and then chain Pank to pop whatever we can. So battle phase, they're just going to let us walk right over it. And then while we're in battle phase, we're going to see if we can force something else out. So we're going to hit that back row, and it was Returnia. So we're going to go back to main phase, and worth mentioning right now that the only monster they can target face up on the field with card effects is the token. So we're going to go Fossil Dig, grab Miscellaneousaurus. We're grabbing Miscellaneousaurus here. We probably could have grabbed Ovi, normal Ovi, use Ovi to grab Miscellaneousaurus, but I really wanted to normal summon the Scrap Raptor to clear the Flying C just to open all my avenues of play based on what my opponent had in hand and set. So we normal the Scrap Raptor, new Scrap Raptor, hit the Flying C. So we're going to go Misk, banish 1, summon the Animadorn. Animadorn is going to pop the Scrap Raptor and get the double evolution pill. Use the double evolution pill, grab UCT. And we're just going to play it safe, go in defense. And during the end phase, Animadorn's going to get popped because of the Misk effect. So they're going to go draw, main, set 1, and we're golden. So top deck in the Lost World, not greatest, but we're going to go with UCT to crash, Lost World to protect, to pop a baby. Baby's going to get us an Ovi. Ovi's going to go ahead and search a baby here because we have the normal we can still do on the Animadorn. So I crashed the token, and when I crash into the token, destroying it, that allows them to target whatever they want with Imperm. They made a mistake here. They targeted UCT with Imperm for whatever reason. I have no idea why. If I was going to be moving out of the battle phase, you didn't have any more monsters for UCT to attack. Big mistake. They should have hit the Oviraptor if they were going to hit everything. But I was okay with that. If they hit Oviraptor, it's not the worst thing in the world because we have the normal for the Archosaur during main phase 2 to pop the baby and keep playing other ways. So we're going to go Animadorn. And I messed up the chain block here. I just got my Master Duel account linked to my Steam account, so my settings were still messed up. Normally you'd want to go Archosaur 1, Lost World, Chainlink 2, that way you block Archosaur from any kind of chain negation, like Ash or Ogre or something like that. But oh well, we're not going to get punished for it. So they have another Flying C, no big deal. I'm not worried about Flying C at all. Archosaur, pop the baby. Baby is going to summon us. Come on, there we go. We don't care about Lost World. Scrap Raptor. Scrap Raptor is going to pop the Flying C, and now we get to Xyz summon. There's your out the Flying C. We have outed it twice this duel. Flying C is supposed to be a game ender in this event? Wouldn't know. Scrap Raptor's got my back. So we're going to pop the Animadorn, get the baby back, just so we have something to pop with the UCT during their next phase to float into an Ovi, and then Ovi will be able to search a Misk to help protect us during the main phase. We've got Logia to checkmate the back row. Look at that row red, it's beautiful. Top deck Maxi, kind of garbage. And we're just going to go ahead and banish the Maxi and the Archosaur from hand. I probably could have sent Maxi to the graveyard just to prevent them from chaining anything that would special summon something, or dissuade them from doing that. We're going to use Baby to crash, protect it with Lost World, Baby, Ovi. Ovi's going to grab Misk. We shouldn't need it, and it's not going to do anything during the battle phase, but it's just nice to have it, just in case. You never know what these sets are. And we're going to go ahead and attack for game. Kind of a long duel, but I never really felt out of control in that duel. I felt like I had it under wraps pretty much the entire time, especially after looking at that starting hand. It was pretty crazy. We're going to do one more replay just because I like all of you and I enjoy doing this. So if we're all having fun, let's keep rolling. This hand is pretty crazy. They're going to go first again. Not a big deal. I feel pretty good about my chances going second. So we're going to Ash the Spriggan's Watch just to make sure they don't get Great Sandseek Golconda. That's what Spriggans need to do. They need to see the field well. But they have the Gamma for it. Luckily, there's no Synchros. Otherwise, I'd get punished with Omega. So they're going to grab the Great Sandseek Golconda. Use it. Do some Spriggan stuff. Get the Merrymaker. Merrymaker dump. I think that was Brothers. Yep. I'm sorry, Rocky. And Rocky's going to add Brothers back to hand. Don't know what they normaled, but they're going to make Redoer, and this is a pretty respectable board. So Gold Golconda is going to give them a pop, I believe, or nope, not a pop. It's going to give them a attack negation if a Spriggan's monster leaves the field by card effect. Merrymaker can push itself off the field at any time to trigger the Golconda, which would allow them to stay alive, and then Redoer is just kind of a problem. Back row is the only thing I'm nervous about. I don't remember them searching any back row during the course of the turn, so it could be anything. So we're going to see if we can play around it. So we're going to top deck Lost World, and that is A-okay. And they grab an Ash off the top of the deck. We're going to go Fossil Dig, grab Ovi because we already have Misk in hand. So I'm going to see if I can bait out some interaction here. And we do. They use Retrograde to negate the Lost World. Not a big deal. We've got Misk in hand to help protect us during the main phase. We don't really need the protection from Lost World. We're going to go grab Ovi. Ovi grab Pank. They control more monsters than us, so here comes Pank. Pank is going to see if he can force some stuff, namely the Redoer. I really want to force this Redoer so I can chain Misk to protect everything on field, all my dinosaurs on field during the main phase. I really want to be set up. I don't want to go to battle phase, allow them to Redoer, and then have them ruin my plans. So, Misk back, going to banish one for Archosaur. We have Baby in hand, perfect target to pop, and grab the pill. Baby's going to go ahead and summon Baby, and then Ovi's going to pop Baby. I'm sure you've all heard this before. And then Baby's going to trigger, and we're going to get the Scrap Raptor, and Scrap Raptor is going to pop the Baby. And we're going to go ahead and get another Scrap Raptor because we have Giant Rex in hand to banish off the double evolution pill, which means we can make a double Xyz play. And we're going to go double evolution pill, banish Giant Rex and the Ash Blossom. They're going to go ahead and Merrymaker here. I could probably let this slide, but I wanted to negate it anyways with Dolka just to make sure. The biggest thing I was concerned about at this point in time was the Golconda stopping one of my non-dinos. At this point it would be Dolka from being able to attack because I really wanted to push for lethal here. My idea with the Giant Rex coming back and the extra Scrap Raptor was to make the Gares, and then with double evolution pill make Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and then I have the Gares plus Ultimate Conductor Tyranno with its attack double to go ahead and just swing for a ton of damage. I didn't want to calculate lethal, but I knew I could push through the Merrymaker with the Dolka and still have enough for lethal. So we're going to go ahead and negate it, destroy it. And then Pill is going to resolve. We're going to get the UCT, and they're going to goof just a wee bit here. So they're going to go ahead and try and prevent the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno from attacking during the battle phase. It's meme time, everybody. Misk, have you read it? Unaffected by your opponent's activated card effects. That is an activated card effect. It is going to resolve, but not apply its effect because it's unaffected. So Giant Rex comes back. We make the Logia just so we have monster negation, flip down, and we have the spell trap negate. And this is still going to be lethal. That's it. That's the deck profile. Those are the replays, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this. This is just standard dinosaur stuff minus Scrap Wyvern. The only fundamental difference between this list and the full power Master Duel list is no Scrap Raptors, so you don't get to pop extra stuff. It also weakens opening Scrap Raptor in Lost World, but it's not that big of a deal. And your end board just doesn't get to have Appaloosa and Borreload Savage Dragon on that, but instead you get 2 Xyzs and Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. And with the power level being lowered just a little bit in the Xyz event, that's still crazy. It's still unbeatable. I'm sure I'm going to breeze through this event again, and I'm sure you'll probably see another replay video because I like playing dinos. Sorry I've been on such a dino kick lately. I don't know why I've been in the mood to play them a lot lately, but I have, and I hope all of you are enjoying it too. Thanks for watching. Please let me know what you're playing in the XYZ Festival. Please give me some suggestions for something else to play. I play Dinos for every one of these events, and as much as I enjoy the deck, it is nice to play something new every now and then. So let me know. And until next time, be safe, have fun, everybody.